Oh, this is completely off. There we go.
We look like we're sitting in like a homemade, like we're in our homemade tent.
I bet I probably can like move this up a little
You
bit.
probably just need to move it closer,
Yeah.
but gently.
Yeah, I don't want to lose my phone. I'll probably lose my phone. Hold on, guys.
We normally have it so far out because we have the coffee table. Now you can turn it. Not your phone, just the light. There you go.
Oh, B, you're still up?
Why do you do this to her?
I guess we're working. SJ's Mixed Adventures, I see you on here. Hey, how are you? Hello, B. Hello, KL. Hello, Terry.
Hi.
Jerry's here with us. Oh, you have the phone the wrong way. Dang you.
Why do I have the phone the wrong way? What do you mean?
I want to look this way. and
You
you
have to
it
look
over
that
there.
way. And it's reversed. Reverse. Hello, Christina Orozako. Did I hear Terry? You did hear Terry. She did not want to be on. I'm looking that way. She didn't want to be on film. Member for 9 months. Who's that?
John.
Thank you, John Daniel, for being a member for 19 months. That's pretty amazing. Hello, and it went away. Salerno, Salerno, Whitney Duncan, Jeffrey Missoula.
Where did you get a Z?
I'm a two. You know what? Hey, you like my back? You like the backdrop? Well, we didn't want everybody yelling about
Yeah.
the ring camera or the ring light shining in the back.
Yeah.
So that's a TV back there. We're actually at
We're at the hotel.
we're at the hotel here in Dixon. So our reason why we came on here, we were a little late. Sorry, we were driving 5 hours
That's not why we were late.
and we went and ate.
We got food.
So that's the reason why we're late. We ate. Make sure you're on all chat. I said it right. Yeah, I can't say it again, but I said it right. I was not on live chat. Now I am. Thanks, Kyle. All right, so main reason why we come on here tonight, obviously it's Thursday night live stream, but we also want to tell you guys about the Quartermania that's happening tomorrow evening. 4:30 is a meet and greet.
Nope. The doors open tomorrow at 4:30 for the meet and greet.
That's what I just said.
No, meet and greet starts at 4:30.
I thought the doors opened at 4:30
No,
for
starts
the
at 4:30.
meet and greet at 5.
No.
And then the event starts at
No,
6.
see, I'm right. You're wrong this time. Thanks, Terry.
This time.
I'm gonna get in trouble. Anyway, quit giving me the death stare. You won't win, Jacob. Would you explain it then? I'm sorry that I opened up my big mouth.
Nope, you go ahead.
Terry would have corrected you though. Come on.
Go. I don't know anything.
I don't. Yes, dear. Is that right, Mike? Will you talk? Come on.
I thought the doors opened at 4:30 and the meet and greet was at 5 and the auction started at 6.
Starts at 4:30. Doors open for the
Meet and greet.
Quartermania at 5. And it starts at 6.
Even when you're right. All right.
Thank you.
You want to explain it to him better this time, please?
So the meet and greet is at 4:30 at the Loveland Dixon House, which is at 513 West 2nd Street in Dixon, Illinois. The doors open for the event at 5 o'clock, and then the auction will start at 6 o'clock. Terry did send us like an explanation of kind of how it works. Okay, so I'm gonna explain it, and then you tell me. Okay, so you get a chip.
Yeah, $5.
So you get a number for $5, and then when the item, then you put your chip in, or that basically puts your name in the bucket, right?
Yeah.
So that puts your name in the hat. Then, if you paid a quarter for that item to be auctioned off, then and your number's pulled, then you would win. Basically, right? So basically, you buy your number for $5, and then you basically pay the quarter for your chance to win that item that's being auctioned off at that time. But every vendor puts in 1 to 2.
2 items.
Every vendor puts in 2 items, and there's over 25 vendors.
There's
Last I knew.
18.
18. Okay. I figured with as things come closer, things change. So 18. So there's 36 prizes.
Yep.
So
And they range from $20 to $30.
okay, so from $20 to $30 is kind of the prize range that the vendors are asked to donate. Then there's also the raffle baskets.
Yep. There'll be about 10 to 15 of them.
10 to 15 raffle baskets. There's also a 50-50 and then
Small.
like a mini 50-50.
Mini 50.
A quarter. A mini 50-50. So, how long do these events normally go?
2 hours.
So it's about 2 hours. So from 6 to about 8 o'clock is what we're looking at.
And so somebody had asked about a live, so you guys can bid on it. I'm sorry, we can't do that. It's basically whoever's there at the Lavelle Center, Lovell
Yeah.
Center,
Loveland.
Loveland. It says Lavette,
No, it says Loveland.
Lovelet, something like
Loveland. We went through Sublet.
that. Isn't there T's on there? No.
Thank you, Terry.
Did you solve the missing persons in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? We did solve one of them. That was the case of Todd Domino. We were with Doug at the time. But the other cases, no, we did not.
We worked the other 2 cases.
Yes.
2 or 3 times.
Yes.
2 or 3 times I think we're there searching for the other 2. But we weren't part. The other 2 cases were kind of solved, I guess, by happenstance. One of them, the dive team was doing some dive exercises, and then something about
Some kid lost a fishing pole.
lost a fishing pole. And so they were like, oh, we'll utilize that as, kind of part of our underwater training. And they went to go find the fishing pole and ran into Bunny's car underneath the water. And then Miss Janet, she was found by a fisherman who was fishing in the river. And if I remember right, they actually weren't terribly far apart from each other where they were found.
Yeah, it wasn't probably maybe 5 miles from each other. So it's kind of crazy. So yeah, other than that, guys, this is what we came on for. And we are basically, we're still saving up to go to the big trip. We've got Ohio, Michigan, Canada, New York, I got it, Illinois, Indiana. Anything else?
20 cases.
We have 20. I'm just not even gonna talk anymore. I'm just gonna let her do it.
Jacob, how many cases are we working on that
20.
trip? How many different states will we be going to?
7.
How many countries?
2.
What? ChaosDivers is going international.
Stupid. First time ever we've been on the marquee in a big town. I mean, Dixon's a pretty big town. Well, I say big town. Probably not big to you guys. I come from a town of 10,000. There's 15,000 here, so 15 or 20? Say 15?
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, so pretty cool. On the biggest building in town.
Sideshow Bob. So I was able to finally get my marriage license in the mail. I went and applied for my passport on Tuesday because I got my marriage license Monday. So Tuesday I went and applied for it. I did, obviously pay the extra to have it expedited. And as of right now, I am expected to have it the week that we leave. Bonus that we're leaving on a Thursday, so that gives me, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to hopefully receive it. If need be, and it doesn't get to me by the time we leave Thursday, I do have the option, thankfully, to where my mom can mail it to New York to me. And because we leave on June 26th from my house, but we don't actually leave for Canada until July 11th or 12th. So.
And we got an extended time to stay over there in New York, so
Yeah,
we should be able to get it.
We've got the time. There's actually, so far, I think there's going to end up being 2 things that my mom has to mail to me, so.
Somebody said something about the amount of people missing in Montreal. I think there's 11 that we're working.
I would say there's a ridiculous amount.
That we're working, so it's going to be a little crazy. We went over, if you guys want to check out our last couple live streams, we went
I
over
think there's
where
just
we're
11 in Canada that we're working
11 altogether.
in Canada.
Oh, okay.
But like a majority of those are going to be like Montreal or within like 30 minutes of Montreal. So for the most part in Montreal, we're on the St. Francis River. Like we're basically just going to start at the top and work our way down for like a week and a half. But there's a lot of river, obviously. We've been on the St. Francis.
We went to like the
for
1,000. We went to like the 1,000 Islands, which is just bordering Canada, like pretty close.
So.
Hello, Ringo and Czar. Kyle, how are you? Yeah, B. UK is a little closer in Canada.
Or St. Lawrence, not St. Francis. St. Francis is where Jacob kayaked. I don't know why I said St. Francis. St. Lawrence.
Yeah, if there's one in St. Francis, which there probably is, there's probably some deep spots there, but it's not very deep at all.
It was
Not
deeper
where I
when we
kayaked.
searched for Miguel that time.
Yeah, that's about 20, 30. I don't know, that was about 60 feet right there underneath that bridge. Got a lot going on. I did have to do some repairs to the boat motor. It did cost me around $300, so that kind of put a little bit of a hurt on saving up. But I think we're still around about 2,800 so far. I think is about how much money we have saved up so far for the trip. It's going to cost a lot more than that. I'm just telling you flat out, especially when we get up in Canada and it's a liter per. I think they go by liters and not gallons. So anything helps. Appreciate it if you guys do help. If not, just keep sharing it out. Like the GoFundMe link and CashApp and all that. Just help us out, guys. We need it. Other than that, guys, this is what we're going to do. They're doing a fundraiser for us tomorrow. I do want to say special thanks to Terry Spitz for getting us this hotel and for pushing this Quartermania and the fundraiser. Susan? Sue? Thank you, Sue. I'm not going to say her last name because I don't think.
She won't care, Johnson.
Sue Johnson, thank you so much for hosting this for us. And the people involved with the all the vendors and stuff, thank you so much. That's pretty awesome. Sue's not here tonight, I guess. She didn't even know we're going live. We were supposed to go live earlier, but like I said, we ate and we hung out with Terry for a little bit. Terry is a sweetheart. She's been a solid rock for the past, well, hell, you've been with me since 4 years, right? Yeah, 4 years.
God, she feels my pain.
4 years. 4 lovely years. How about that, huh?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
My first time, well, no. I guess technically my first trip with you was when I met Terry the first time. That was in Rockford when we searched for Patrick. Because you and I had worked on two other cases, Corey and Michaela.
Yeah.
But that was the first time, like, when your team and then my team actually left Southern Illinois and worked, you know, kind of a traveling case. And Terry was one of the volunteers that came over.
We have another huge supporter going to actually meet up with us at the meet and greet. Mark, thank you so much for everything you've done for us. Also,
Heather.
Heather's coming.
Those are the two
Heather
like,
Girth.
that I know 100% for sure are coming. I think Heather was in here earlier. I don't know if she still is.
She
but
was in here. You know, I know it's a little later and everybody's got stuff they got to do, but thank
Hi,
you
Joe.
guys for coming in. Hello, Joe.
You remember Joe, right?
From Connecticut?
The tow truck driver.
I do remember him. I remember him very well.
B, we'll see what we can do about getting that out of the way for you.
Oh, okay. So it does average out. So I didn't know if it was like $2 or $3 per liter. So I don't know. I didn't even check the gas prices yet. So if that's like it is down here, I'm good with it. Then thank you for clarifying that. Jacob, the rebreather system dive gear would be awesome for Jacob. Did I read that right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's Heather.
Hello.
I knew I saw your name in here earlier, but I wasn't sure if you were still in there. So we came today up here to Dixon, just kind of get settled in. Plus, with everything going on tomorrow, we would have had to leave really, really early. For anyone who knows us, Terry does. I don't do mornings. I do not go to events before noon. I don't like to get up when we're on the road to even work before 9. It's not pleasant for anyone around me. So it was better that we stop. Don't blink twice. I can see you still. So it was better that we came today. And then with the event tomorrow, again, the meet and greet's at 4:30. Doors open for the event at 5. The auction starts at 6 o'clock. It goes till about 8 o'clock. And then turning around and driving 5.5 hours home. Not ideal situation. So we're actually leaving Saturday morning or afternoon. I'm assuming like checkout's probably like 11 o'clock-ish, and then we'll probably hang out with Terry for a little bit on Saturday, and then head home. So.
Well, I'm glad you guys filled up your tank for under $3. In Illinois,
did we.
They're dumb. Southern Illinois is dumb.
I say we filled up for $2.97.
It's still $3.20 down in Southern Illinois. I come up here and I'm like, well, that's weird. It's usually the other way around.
But we're still getting away from Chicago, coming this direction.
Sometimes it's cheaper in Chicago though.
Really?
A couple spots.
Yeah, it was $3.22 the last when I filled her tank up, and then we had to fill up as soon as we got here. So yeah. So
I have a feeling that New York's obviously going to be the most expensive.
yeah, I bet.
East Coast was always more expensive. Oh no, maybe not. Joe said it's only $2.88 there. I'm
That's in
surprised.
Connecticut.
I'm surprised.
July 1st, we're gonna go up more. Tax
Well-
goes into effect again.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even going to go into politics, but I guarantee you I know why. Because Illinois is stupid.
But yeah, so
309 around where in Michigan?
Michigan is usually around the same price as Southern Illinois, but always like 20 cents cheaper. But it's usually like within 20 cents. So like if we're at $3.29, they're gonna be at $3.09, which it's always been like that as far as I can remember.
Yeah.
Or at least where I lived, which is where
It's $5 in San Diego.
California's ridiculous. I have zero desire to ever go back to California.
I just don't understand California. I know you get paid a lot more. A lot more. Like I think McDonald's makes $25 an hour. But it's still ridiculous.
Terry, how's the fires been? Like the haze and stuff been here?
It's been terrible.
I didn't say, I noticed that when we were driving up today, the closer, the farther north we got, Jacob's like, man, it looks really hazy and stuff. But even here, how far are we out of Chicago?
For 2 hours.
2 hours? I didn't say hour, I thought it was hour and a half. So we're 2 hours east of Chicago here. And the haze from the wildfires that are going on in Canada, which is also something that we are watching. Now, a majority of what we've seen, obviously the most severe fires in Canada, last I checked, were farther west. That doesn't mean that all of that smoke is not blowing east and obviously coming down here. And there is some moderate risks for the wildfires and stuff where we're going to be at in Canada. But we did find a really great map that's interactive and is constantly updating as the fires shift, wind shift, rain, all that stuff. So we've been watching that. But as of right now, the fires are not going to prevent us from going to Canada. Obviously, that could change.
So you're looking at, you're just looking at like almost $4 for.
$5.04.
So it's just like California.
Yeah.
Damn, that's gonna be expensive.
Because I'm pretty sure there's 4 liters in a gallon, isn't there?
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll make it. We'll do it. I know everybody that's has been with us knows that we always make it. Oh yeah, B's gas prices are pretty expensive. I remember. I think it was like almost $6 for a gallon over there.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna watch the fires. Make sure that if we kind of have to cut tail and run, we will. Obviously for our safety, and all of our equipment and stuff. The rescuers never want to be the ones needing rescued, so.
I think everything's going to go well. I honestly hope that we get through the border with no pull over, let's go search your vehicle, stupid stuff. I don't want to have to go through all that. Obviously we're going to get through, but it's just time consuming. Hopefully they just let us go through. It's not going to happen, but
We have
hopefully.
a whole day.
I know, I just don't want to deal with it.
Well, do you want to go up there and search?
Yeah.
Then you're going to deal with it. It's one of those things, like that's just part of the price that we may pay, and I'm okay with it. Like, we've planned all of this time. We've got extra built-in days for Canada and stuff, so. Hey, can I call you right back because we're on a live stream? That was scary.
He didn't even say nothing.
That was Garrett. And then I've looked into work permits. Because we are in the country as content creators and we're there for less than 30 days, we should be okay. We shouldn't need anything.
And we're literally volunteers in this.
Yeah. No one hires us. While technically, money would, revenue would be made from the content that we create. We're not hired by any one particular, agency in Canada, family in Canada, anything like that. So
basically we're going up there.
Yeah. So I've looked into it more. I do have, I don't know if I texted him back. Rob was going to look into the boating license situation, because the law that I read said that anybody born before April 1st of 1983 does not need a boating license in Ontario. So Rob was going to look into that because they were always told otherwise. So he's going to look and see, do we need a boating license? Now Jacob has, his boater safety course here in Illinois, which is good for America. But we obviously want to make sure that we're following Canadian laws because the first time you get, caught if you don't have a boater's license, it's a $250 fine. The second time is a $500 fine, and the third time you can be banned from water for life with your watercraft. So obviously we don't want to do that.
I know how to drive a boat. That's what makes me aggravated. I've been driving a boat since I was freaking old enough to hold a steering wheel. And that one kid up there, me and him got into it. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, but Ohio's different, so he may have thought that every state was the same as Ohio. Because in Ohio, you would have to have one. You wouldn't be exempt because of your birth date. The birth date was actually in 1982.
Oh, that's really nice.
Oh, Jacob's super old.
You guys are pups.
I'm 42.
I'm 41. Eric's 42.
You just had to say that, didn't you?
Eric's actually the oldest one out of all of us.
Heather, I kind of question that. I think I'm just going to use my card. I'm going to, obviously, I'm going to call my bank and say, hey, I'm going to be using my card. And I generally, most of the time, don't ever carry money on me. So I think I may get a few dollars just to have it, but we're mainly just going to use my card.
We're gonna have to do our laundry right before we go into Canada.
Why?
Otherwise, you do have to go get Canadian quarters.
Really?
Well, thank you.
Other than that, guys, is there any more questions? We're going to get off of here. We're going to spend some more time with Terry. She was nice enough to get us, like I said, this hotel. And it's a beautiful hotel. Brand new. So it's nice.
You just want to go downstairs and play the
I want to play the shuffleboard.
shuffleboard.
It keeps your points for you. Instead of sliding the bar that you got to, 1 point, 2 point. It's electronic.
So, again, tomorrow at the Loveland Community Center at 513 West 2nd Street in Dixon, Illinois. Meet and greet starts at 4:30. The doors open for the event at 5 o'clock, and then the actual auction starts at 6 o'clock. There are 18 vendors as of right now, and then there is raffle baskets, there's a 50-50, and then a mini 50-50 as well. Starts at 6 o'clock, and then it'll go till about 8 o'clock tomorrow. So we'll be there all night. Super excited for this event, and that they were so gracious with their time and their efforts that they put into this event to be able to share that with us, and then obviously to all of you that are going to be able to make it or that will be able to meet. I know Mark, Heather, obviously Terry, she'll be there with us. She's kind of the mediator between Jacob and I. She's seen it all, so the good, the bad, the ugly.
And if you haven't checked out Lindsay on TikTok, she's famous.
Not
you guys, she's got a viral video on TikTok. It's Lindsay Busick. So check her out.
You're gonna lose followers for that.
If you guys haven't checked out our other social medias, please check it out. It's ChaosDivers on everything. Make sure you have the right one though. There's a couple out there that are.
I think right now you're safe.
So.
I do try to check regularly, and there's not been any others that have popped up, so.
Yeah, just check us out, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. You get to meet the famous Lindsay.
Not famous. Not famous at all.
I ain't gonna lose followers. If anything, I'll gain followers.
No.
So, all right, well, if you guys don't have any, somebody asked us how we recharge our batteries. Are you talking like physical wise, like for entertainment, or are you talking about how do we recharge our batteries in the boat? Because we got a generator for that. I'm pretty sure you're talking about how we take the day off, and sometimes we go fishing, sometimes we'll go to a zoo, sometimes if there's an attraction at a place and you know
She literally said when you're off duty. Like, what do you guys do?
I know, I was kidding. Hi, Deb. Do I have solar panels on the RV? Absolutely not. We don't need another leak. It already rained in the RV. We are looking to get a newer RV. I think we're gonna. I mean, I don't think anybody would ever buy our RV from us, but it is falling apart. Solid motor.
Listen, you're gonna jinx it, and then the RV is gonna know that you want to get rid of it, and it's gonna shut you down. So
Yeah, that better knock on wood.
we love our RV.
Yeah, we love.
Already make RV is fantastic.
We love our RV, but it's definitely it's getting there on its last leg. So hopefully in the next year or so we can get something else. We're just gonna handicap this till it falls. One day we're just gonna drive and we're gonna stop at a stop sign. It's gonna be like one of those cartoons where all the walls fall off and we're just sitting there with the steering wheel in our hand. Because it does go woo when you're driving.
The floor is like this, but then the walls, since they aren't attached everywhere, go like this and like this. So you kind of always feel like you're in the ocean. If you close your eyes, it's very relaxing.
The dashboard has split in two.
Yeah.
Because of all.
It goes like this. So like when the dashboard goes down, the wall goes up, but the floor stays still.
I ain't kidding with you guys. I'm gonna see if the guy who fixed the motor, that welded the motor, if he can actually give me a support that I can like put around it and then up the sides and kind of like bolt the sides of it. Maybe I can get some kind of support like that. Anyway, love each and every one of you. Can it be rebuilt? Probably.
I don't know.
$2,000 or $12,000 for a new roof. I've already got it priced. And then what?
I was gonna say, like,
It can all be replaced.
it can all be replaced, but at that point, you'd almost be better off to get something new, because like those walls are not. It's not like solid wood that you would build like a house out of.
It's
like
really pressed wood.
Yeah.
It's almost like
So if you put a hole in it, you drill into it, it's only gonna stay for so long until eventually that just pulls right back out too. So
we're gonna get things settled. It's not pressed wood. It's like that glued on wood that would splinter.
yeah.
Anyway, it's not fiberglass. Oh, I guess I could fiber it. I never thought about that. All right, we gotta go. She's already yelling at me.
I didn't yell at you once.
I can feel we're getting off of here. MDF word, yeah. All right, guys. Love each and every one. Keep diving. It's not where it's stopped. If you come, appreciate it. If not, share this video out and chipboard, I think. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later.